we're jamming. I want to jam it with you. Oh yeah, we're jamming, we're jamming, we're jamming. I hope you like jamming too. Figured I'd start off with a little Bob today. How's everyone doing today? It's Azoro Hype here. Kyle, super excited to be hanging out with you today. We're in Hype HQ, the office of Hype, and we're going to talk some Game of Thrones Season 8 today, everyone. And last time on Sunday, we actually discussed some of our main characters and some of the fates that we thought were going to happen to some of these main characters. But today, we're going to talk about the Lannisters. We're going to talk about the Greyjoys. We're going to talk about the Unsullied. We're going to talk about Brienne, Bronn. We're going to talk about a lot. We're going to talk maybe about some direwolves too. But I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are. It's snowing here in the lands of always winter again. It has been really nice out, and I have been able to do my exercise outside, but it looks like we're getting 25 centimeters of snow or something on Sunday. So, which happens to be my 2-year anniversary live stream. So hopefully there will be no issues with that because we're going to be getting a super crazy winter storm. But nevertheless, what's going on, everyone? And I'm happy to hang out with all of you here today. All right, let's see who we got in chat here. We got Kimberly G. We got Johnny B. Crazy, Rough Girl. We got Helen. We got Rough Girl. We got Jordy Jedi. I got Peter the Noble. Congrats, man. Super happy that your dad went through successful heart surgery. If we can show some love to Pete in the chat and we can send some positive vibes to his father and him, that would be awesome. Merit of Abydos, Talamasca Dan. We have Tina, Sarah, Amy, True, Lady Lotus, Emilio, Shark, Vaders, Catherine, Jimmy Page, Olivia. I hope I'm not missing out. There's Bianca. There's Mama Ogre. There's a few more people up in here. There's Steve. There's Jennifer. There's Chris. And yeah, let's hang out. Let's do a continuation. I said that, we didn't get to every character last time. What's up, Lee? Nice to see you. We didn't get to all the characters last time, but we're going to continue to do this. We're going to, continue with our Game of Thrones Season 8 predictions. And then, obviously we got a huge announcement that we did last time. I'm giving away 2 tickets to Con of Thrones 2018. We'll talk a little bit about that after, and we'll update the wall of hype. Hopefully we'll get some more patrons. We'll get that donation train going. And then, and yeah, we'll have some fun. Now, where should we start, everyone? So, like I said, I want to do the Greyjoys today. I want to talk about the Greyjoys. I want to talk about the Lannisters. I want to talk about Bronn and Brienne, the Unsullied. We can start there because we didn't get to these characters last time. And then there is a Davos video I'm dropping tomorrow, so we can talk more about Davos. But we talked about Davos last time, so I'm going to let everybody in the chat decide where you would like me to start today. I can do Lannisters, Greyjoys. Pick any of those characters because we got Yara, Theon, and Euron. Obviously, we got Cersei, Jaime, and Tyrion, and then we have Bronn, who's kind of in that plot line, Brienne, and then we have the Unsullied. I have some pretty good thoughts about that. Tyrion. We'll talk about the contest after, Rough Girl. I'll let everybody know. Tyrion. Ooh, Tyrion. The Lions. Everybody saying the Lions. We got tripod. We got our new tripod, the bigger version of Tripodric, hanging out in the back here. By the way, I have a special Patreon only video coming out tonight. I'm going to be recording that with Tripodric here right after this live stream, and that should be going up around 7 o'clock. Got some updates for Con of Thrones, some special news for patrons for Con of Thrones, and yeah, there's some other stuff I want to talk about too that's really exciting. All right, so it looks like Tyrion is Jaime Lannister. So Nikolai Coster-Waldau playing The Witcher and Witcher. Oh my God, Witcher 3 is my favorite all-time game other than the Final Fantasy games. I would love to see him play Geralt of Rivia. That would be amazing. All right, we can do Podrick too. We can do Podrick after, but we're gonna start off with Tyrion. So obviously, some people have been unhappy about where Tyrion is headed. Obviously, in the books, he's pretty drunk and he's going on this downward spiral. One that I do not like to see because I like Tyrion as a person. I think he's a decent guy, and obviously he's been through a lot. So that's something that we always got to take into consideration. He's one of the cripples, bastards, and broken things. In the show, they portrayed him more as more heroic instead of neutral like he is in the books. But I think that it's really interesting because the way the last season ended with Tyrion finding out that Jon and Daenerys were betting, that leaves me a little bit suspicious, obviously, because some people were having theories about him and Cersei making a deal. I don't personally believe that that's going to happen, but I do think that that look was genuine concern for Daenerys and Jon, and here's why. All the relationships that we see within Game of Thrones, obviously Tyrion was in a couple of these relationships. Obviously with Shae, we saw how that ended. You know, they care deeply for each other. Shae in the books is a little bit different than Shae in the show. And we're going to get to interview her at Con of Thrones, by the way. We're going to get to interview Sibel, which is really awesome. But, you know, obviously, Tyrion obviously knowing how love is lost. And there's all sorts of tragedy when it comes to love within the Song of Ice and Fire and a Game of Thrones. And we see this with Robin to Lisa, the Red Wedding, and we see this in other levels of the story as well. And I think that it wasn't that Tyrion was plotting behind Daenerys and Jon's back. I think it was this genuine concern that two of the most important people in Westeros are now getting together. And, you know, obviously, I don't know if Tyrion has any suspicions. Sorry, my phone's going off. I don't know if Tyrion has any suspicions about, Jon being a Targaryen. It was never alluded to in the show or anything like that. Like, he didn't have any suspicions, but that kind of is going to go and play with that. But, you know, I think that for the show, I think that Tyrion is centrally in that plot line that's really going to matter in the end is how is the democracy or the monarchy of Westeros going to change? And I think that, you know, I think obviously he knows that Cersei can't be trusted. What they said, there could be something else that would have been said between them in that conversation that we don't know about. Certainly, it would be interesting if Tyrion went from this Breaking Bad arc where he turned into someone that we didn't like. I just don't foresee that happening because I think I think he really cares about Jon and Daenerys genuinely. But you know, perhaps there's a conversation about if Cersei has a baby, maybe he takes the kid or something like that. Cersei knew that he genuinely really cared for Myrcella and Tommen in that. So there's a bunch of different scenarios, everyone, where Tyrion can go. I personally think, and this is where I'm going to be going with it. I personally think that Tyrion is going to be one of the handful of 7 or 8 characters that survived the whole series, and I think that he's a prime candidate if Jon and Daenerys die to be king of Westeros or king of some sort of region. He cares about the small folk, and he's a very smart and intelligent guy. He's changed the sewage system in Casterly Rock, much like Jaehaerys did in King's Landing. So there's all of these foreshadowings that point to Tyrion possibly casting a big shadow in the end of the story. Possibly being larger than life. And he's always been looked down upon because of his stature and how he looks. So I want to know from everyone in the chat, what do you think about Tyrion's storyline in season 8? I think another interesting thing we could talk about with Tyrion is that Samwell and Bran met up, and Tyrion is one of the most intelligent characters in the Game of Thrones, right? So I think that him getting inserted into that conversation is really interesting. Obviously, if Jon's parentage gets revealed, which it will be at some point, and Tyrion finds out, he's going to have a really interesting set of thoughts about that, because he is a very intelligent guy. We maybe we'll hear him talk a little bit about Rhaegar and all of that, or maybe he will console Jon or go talk to Jon and be like, hey, like, you made it this far without knowing that you're Targaryen, people are still respecting you, that kind of thing. So I think that Tyrion is going to be one of those people, one of the members of the glue that holds these people together, because there's going to be clashing. Nobody ever gets along or agrees with everything that is said or done in Game of Thrones. So thanks, Peter. Peter constantly marketing my Patreon and stuff in the chat. I appreciate that, my man. But yeah, what does everybody think? I mean, I think that Tyrion is definitely going to survive the story. I don't think he'll betray Jon and Dany, though. All right, let's read some of the chat here. Sorry, everyone, I was going off. I had to get my thoughts out so I can then, yeah, and that's a great point, Chris Nola. I think that in the end, Jon might want a normal life for him and his royal kid, because Daenerys is pregnant. If Daenerys dies or one of them dies, he's going to want his kid to be safe. Tyrion would be a great person to bring that kid up, or Sansa as well. I think Tyrion and Sansa could end up together, and there's plenty of theories about that. I'm not the first one to talk about that, but I think that's certainly a scenario too. Tyrion said he would never hurt Sansa, and Sansa's been hurt by quite a few different men. She's been used as a pawn, and she's been abused physically. So, yeah, I think that Tyrion is on their side. Let's see. Let's scroll up here. Bubba Husky. What's up, everyone? By the way, we opened up some spots in the Wall of Hype. Emilio did make a donation earlier, but he's already on the Wall of Hype. And to get on the Wall of Hype, it doesn't mean you have to make a donation, everyone. Make an awesome comment, be positive, drop a bomb theory, something like that. We're actually 40 days away from Con of Thrones, and I have to change the Patreon thing. We actually dropped one. We dropped about $10. We're at 118 patrons. It's been a little bit slow for the Patreon to grow, but I plan on doing some extra content coming up here soon for you guys. All right. Let's go back to the chat here. He'll write the book, so you think it might be a Bilbo Baggins scenario in the end? That'd be really interesting. I could see. You know what would be awesome? Someone mentioned it last stream, is Davos writing the Song of Ice and Fire in the end. I think the best candidate, obviously, for that is Samwell, but someone like Tyrion helping him out, that would be great. He's one of those candidates for that. And I've been wanting to shave this beard off so much, but I know you guys will get pissed. I got to keep on growing it out until Con of Thrones. I haven't decided if I'm going to cosplay as Tormund yet. Yeah, 40 days until Con of Thrones for myself, until I fly out for Dallas. I'm there 3 days early. I got to set some stuff up for us and do some networking and stuff. But yeah, I'll be in Dallas in 40 days, everyone. It's starting to really creep up, and I'm starting to really get excited. They will discover the Night King's motivation and give him what it wants. He will go back north. I don't see the cycle repeating itself. Hey, rough girl. Tyrion maintained a level head in Dany's camp. I can see that. Yeah, Tyrion's a pretty level-headed guy. Let's get rough girl on the Wall of Hype here. 1 sec, everyone. You guys can drop some more. Let's drop some more predictions in the chat. There's one and Ghost of them hiding in the background there. Let's drop some more predictions in chat, everyone, for Tyrion, while we put rough girl on the Wall of Hype over here. Let's do this. And I'm not shaking my booty. There's going to be no twerking today. All right. All right. Rough girl, you're on the Wall of Hype. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you for that donation, my lady. Very, very much appreciated. All of that is going towards my flights and my hotel for Con of Thrones, so thank you for that. Every little cent is needed for this Canadian. Here, 1 sec. Can you guys hear me? Okay. This is why I can't. We're back. But yeah. Livia, would you mind addressing my Tyrion question? Can you repost it, Chris? Sometimes I miss some stuff, my man. Have you ever been to Texas, Wesley? I have not been to Texas, but I'm super excited to go. Super excited to go. Can you just write the question again, Chris? Sorry, sometimes I miss them, my man. You were on the Wall of Hype last time, Jolly. I switch everyone. I switch everyone in and out. Every stream I do, I erase people and I re-add people just so I can get more and more people on there. But yeah, back to Tyrion. I think that, Chris, ask your question there, my man. Tyrion will rekindle his love with Sansa. I don't know if it's going to be a love, but I think it's more of an agreement to take care of each other after all that's been going on in Westeros, because certainly a lot is going on, don't we think? I mean, yeah, super excited to talk at Con of Thrones. By the way, the Con of Thrones schedule has been announced, everyone. I will be appearing on 4 panels. I'll be appearing on 1 panel on Friday at 1 to 2 p.m. It will be with Lucifer Means Lightbringer and Gemma from Secrets of the Citadel. We're going to be talking about the Warrior of Light, and we're going to be talking about who might be Azor Ahai. So we're going to be talking about Azor Ahai and talking about the books in the show who are the best possibilities of Azor Ahai. I think I'm gonna talk a lot about Jaime on that one, Jaime Lannister. And then we have a panel on Saturday during the day. It's gonna be me, Phil the Issues guy, Gemma from Secrets of the Citadel, and George Sartiano. And then we might have young Hodor or Syrio Farrell. So Sam Coleman, who played young Hodor, or Syrio Miltos, show up on that panel. No guarantee for that yet. And then Sunday, we have 2 panels. We have a 10 a.m. panel, the Ragnarok Norse Mythology panel, me, Gemma, and George. And then we have another panel at 2 in the afternoon, the Jon Snow panel. So we're really excited about that. Ho-ho! Merit of Abydos dropping that $1. The donation train is going on. Merit's actually still on the Wall of Hype. We can show that. If you want to nominate someone else to go on the Wall of Hype, Merit, you're still on the Wall of Hype because you've been getting so hype lately. There's Merit. But if you want to nominate someone else to go on the Wall of Hype, let me know. But yeah, there's going to be so many good panels, guys. I'm going to try to record some other panels too. Like I want to get maybe a couple of History of Westeros' panels. Aziz's panels are always great. But we're going to record all 4 panels that we're on. I got the okay from Mischief Management and Watchers on the Wall that I can record those panels. So all those panels will be able to be seen on the channel at some point. So really excited about that. Yeah. And we're going to be, we don't know how many interviews we're going to have yet, but there's we got everyone except Iwan Ray on last year. So Ramsay Bolton. So there's Shay that we can interview, Gilly. There's Lord Commander J.R. Mormont that we can interview. There's Gendry Baratheon is going now. There's Young Hodor. There's Tommy Dune, the Weapon Master. Super excited about him. I want to ask him about Longclaw. Yeah, anyways, I have a tinfoil question for that. I don't know if you'll be able to answer it. Paula Fairfield, who does all the sound design, she's going to have some hype to talk about for Game of Thrones Season 8. She creates all the amazing sound we hear from the White Walkers and the dragons. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, she spoke about Drogon's voice last year, and that was really exciting. Okay, Chris just reposted his question. I keep on missing it, my man. Okay. Chris Weinberger says, if Tyrion cut a deal with Cersei, what do you think the terms were? He must have known that Cersei wouldn't send troops north, so what did they actually agree? Assuming a deal was made. So I don't think a deal was made, Chris, but I think, to spare certain people, I guess, if there was going to be a thing, I think it actually might be about Cersei being pregnant. She, it might be about the kid. There was an agreement to that, to not kill her and at least let the kid be born. I think that might be the most plausible scenario. I don't know though, because Cersei has always loved her kids until she's become more self-obsessed. But I think and paranoid like the Mad King. But I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see where it goes with that. I think that's the most plausible scenario. Maybe Tyrion said, "Hey." I really don't know, Chris. That's a hard one to answer, really. But I think the child. I think it has to do with the child because she's pregnant, or at least she says she is. Oh, hopefully Shay will wear one of those dresses. Yeah, I won't be doing anything inappropriate. I don't want to be getting kicked out of Con of Thrones, Helen. By the way, I don't want to be doing that. Plus, she's engaged or married. She's beautiful. Jude, thank you so much for that donation. I just took Jude off the Wall of Hype this morning. She was on the Wall of Hype. But Jude, if you want to nominate someone to go on, we can do that as well. Well, Tyrion Wood got to, maybe take over Casterly Rock, Chris. Maybe that was a deal. Yeah, Tyrion's always wanted Casterly Rock. Something like that. Some sort of agreement like that. So, fabulous question from Jude. Did I miss it? Jude, you want to repost your questions? Sorry, I miss questions sometimes. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to try to find it. It's so hard to scroll through everything. And Merritt, let me know if you want me to nominate someone, put someone on the Wall of Hype for you. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the positivity, man. Really, really excited that you're enjoying my videos, man. And like I said, I got a special update for patrons later. I'm going to drop some inside information for you and talk a little bit about the future on the channel. Patreon only video after, and then yeah. So everyone, I did speak about this a little bit earlier. I am giving you 2 weekend passes away, full weekend passes for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Con of Thrones. That's right. I'm giving away 2 passes to Con of Thrones. You can enter. Now, here's how you got to enter. You have to email me at Azorahite Media, my new Gmail. I put the link in the description of this video. And what you have to do is only people that are really serious about going, because you can't resell the tickets. I can only transfer them to you. So, and And if you do want to go to Con of Thrones, I'm only going to be able to give away 2, and I will be giving away the 2 tickets on my live stream on Sunday. So set your notifications for that. I've already set it up, guys. My 2-year anniversary live stream. And what you got to do is you got to email me at ZoraHypeMedia, and you got to tell me why you should be going to Con of Thrones and why you're hype about Game of Thrones Season 8. And no one-liner answers. I'm not asking for 6 paragraphs, but I'm asking you to tell me, because I'm going to take the best entry. And it's going to be a super fair thing. I'm going to consider everyone. So I can only pick one winner for whoever wants to win. So Azora Hype Media, it's in the description of this video. 2 tickets to Con of Thrones I'm giving away this Sunday. There's only 4 more days to enter, everyone. And I'm going to pick the winner Sunday morning. I'm going to decide. So let me know, everyone. In the description of this video, 2 tickets to Con of Thrones 2018. All right. Kyle, did Littlefinger gave the poison Lena to kill Joffrey? I think they were working together, so yeah. I gotta... Jude, sir, could ice be Lightbringer forged 3 times? It was forged in Valyria, then reforged by the Order of Tywin and made into a 3rd time. Yeah, we actually talked about that in the last live stream. Jude, the possibility of ice being reforged, and we know that Jaime and Brienne are probably more than likely going to end up in the same spot in Game of Thrones Season 8, so that's a thing. And I mean, how cool would it be to see the Widow's Wail and Oathkeeper fight side by side with each other, right? So I think that's something that we have to consider. And Gendry is, I mean, he's described as a smith. What else do you want? You know, yeah. How many other characters are blacksmiths in the story? And he's, last week they gave a bunch of filming updates and said that he was going to have he even said he was going to have a pretty big role. He said he had a pretty big role in filming. So great question, Jude. Well, I think there's a big possibility of that happening. Yeah. Helen says, I know nothing. I'm just here to make fun of Kyle. Yeah. Helen's been amazing, everyone. She's one of the biggest supporters of the channel. And she's donated to the GoFundMe, been super generous, and she's always got my back when I'm not feeling good or anything like that. So let's show Helen some love. She shows a lot of donation trains. Any idiot can buy armor, but make special armor, Jordy. That's pretty hard to do, right? Mama Ogre. What's the weirdest Game of Thrones here? Oh my God. It has to be something to do with Ned being Rhaegar being Jack and Hagar, who is at the Citadel, or Rhaegar being alive at the Citadel, is one of the dumbest theories I've ever heard. Ned being alive. Ned still being alive is another dumb one. The wackiest one. Oh my God. The wackiest theory. Geez. Arthur Dayne is Mance Rayder, I guess. That's enough. I hate those. I hate any of the this person is that person glam. I hate Arthur Dayne's dead, Ned is dead, Rhaegar's dead. Sorry to tell you guys. I hate all of those theories. Yeah, fake news. Those are all fake news. I hope that answers your question. Hey, Preston, nice to see you. Mia Ice and Fire. Let's show Mia some love, everyone in the chat. She can't come to Con of Thrones. But we love you, Mia. We're going to make sure we do something special for you at Con of Thrones. Bavarian love. Varys is a merman. Yeah, that's another one was the most recent Littlefinger one that's been out. That's a pretty crazy one. The fact that, you remember when Arya was watching him? This is a pretty crazy one. It was a good video, the way it was presented. Don't get me wrong. But it's the premise that Littlefinger he's alive in Bravos, and that that girl he gave the coin to gave up her life. And that wasn't Littlefinger that got killed by Arya. That's another dumb one. Jude, another $2 donation, keeping that donation train alive. All right, let's put Jude back on the wall of hype. We just took her down, but we're gonna put her back on the wall of hype. We're gonna put Mia of Ice and Fire on the wall too. We're gonna put Mia and Jude on the wall. We're gonna do a double whammy here, everyone. Jude, you're my girl. Mia, We'll do some more colors for Mia here. She's Mia Ice and Fire, right? Ice, Fire. All right. 2 more additions to the wall of hype, everyone. Hell yeah. There we go. I want you guys staring at my crotch. All right. Johnny, be crazy. They wanted fish sticks. They don't usually like the dead guy alive theories, but I'd like Littlefinger to be alive. Yeah, it'd be a good twist. I just don't. I mean, for me, it's like, okay, Arthur Dane died for a reason. Ned died for a reason. Rhaegar died for a reason. They all had impact on their particular storylines, you know. And I mean, later on, we see, part of me, they're still having an effect on the story, even though they're gone. Jude, you want to be taken off? You want to nominate someone else? Okay, we'll do that. You can nominate anyone you like from the chat. People give a fab question and I will make a donation and get you on that wall. All right. Catherine says she'll make a donation. Someone pose a really great question. Wearing an Azor Hype shirt on the next skydive. Yo, that's super sweet. Really, really cool, Rough Girl. And by the way, we have our own online merch store. Do I have the link in the description of this video, everyone? We have Azor Hype pillows, shirts, and everything. Yep. We do have the link in the description of this video. If you go in the description, we do have our own Azor Hype merch. We have 3 different shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff in there. T-shirt, that's badass. Someone was who else was in? Someone was at the Littlefinger's brothel. I think it was Karen from over in Europe. She was wearing the Azor Hype T-shirt, and she was right in front of Littlefinger's brothel wearing an Azor Hype T-shirt. Catherine. I put Catherine on the wall of hype like 10 times. She's crazy awesome. Will Arya survive? Nick Hill. Will Arya survive in the books? Yes, I do think so. I think she's going to survive in the show and the books. I know George's original outline has changed, but I think that we got to consider the fact that his wife Paris, that's her favorite character. Littlefinger's in heaven. In heaven, yeah. I think heaven is a state of being, everyone. Same with hell. Do I have baseball caps yet? No, I got to look into doing that. Teespring can't do those, so I'd have to go to another. I would have to get them somewhere else. But I definitely need to do snapbacks. I want to do black snapbacks. Mama Ogre, what's your opinion on the line Bran saying Bran would fly? Green seer abilities? Ooh. I think that meant with the Ravens. Obviously, you know, we saw that last season. Him going beyond the wall, that's another thing. And it possibly could mean, you know, dragons. Some people definitely believe that he's gonna warg a big beast. Hey, Nikhil, no problem, man. I try to reply to as many questions as possible, everyone. I don't always get to every single one, but I try my best. Redbubble? Okay. I can look at that. If anybody has suggestions about where I can get hats done and stuff like that, let me know, like in the comment section or on Twitter or email me. Azor Hype snapbacks. I gotta get some of those for the Con of Thrones. Oh, by the way, everyone, for those of you, if you guys do want to know, at Con of Thrones, we have an Azor Hype booth, and Blaze Manga is going to be there. So the people who have done the Azor Hype art for the T-shirts and all that, and Dust on the Throne will be at our booth, and Carol Brown. But we got an Azor Hype booth, everyone, at Con of Thrones. So we will be selling some merch. We're gonna sell some T-shirts. There's gonna be some other shirts that we're gonna be doing too, not just my merch. Blaze Manga will have their merch. They're gonna have prints. They're doing specific pieces like Game of Thrones season 8 prediction pieces at Con of Thrones. So we're gonna have our own Azor Hype booth at in Con of Thrones with all of the other people that will be selling like swords and all that kind of stuff. So guys, get excited for that. And I will be there hanging out at the booth. Guys, I do got panels and interviews and stuff to do, but I will be hanging out at the booth. So you guys I'll post on Twitter and I'll post on Patreon and in the community tab when I'll be hanging out at the booth at Con of Thrones. We got it for all 3 days. So if you are going to Con of Thrones, you want to come say hi, and you want to chill out, get a picture, we'll get a selfie. I'm going to try to get as many selfies with you guys that are going as much as I can together. And we're going to do like a collage, and I want to interview some of you too, do some predictions and be like, hey, this is Rough Girl from the chat, or this is from the chat, and then I can show them in the video, because I'm going to be uploading everything on the channel, all the stuff that I'm filming with the Pod's Eye and Tripodric. So let's put Chris. Should we put Chris on the wall, Catherine? You want to make a donation with his question? We can do that one. Chris has another good question, I think. So Chris has another good question. Please send all your shirt pics to Kyle. Hey, David Adams, what's going on, my man? Nice to see you, brother. From Chris. Okay, I gotta get that question. 1 second. Chris is asking all the fire questions today. Did I pass it again? There it is. So Chris Weinberger, if Viserion is a White Walker dragon, could Qyburn make a Valyrian steel scorpion? Good question. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that doesn't want to have spoilers, but they were doing some filming in King's Landing, and it does appear that they might try to make some weapons for the final battle, Qyburn and Cersei. So that's really interesting. But would Cersei do that for Jon and Daenerys? Wouldn't she want to take them out too? Not just the Night King. So that's a really interesting question, Chris. We're going to put you on the wall, hype, my man. Let's get you on there, my dude. Let's get you on there, my friend. All right. Put Chris up there. Chris. We're going to put Chris W. There we go, my man. Thank you for the questions. You're on the wall of hype now. On there with a lot of other awesome people from the community. Great question, by the way. But I think that Qyburn's going to have an integral part in making some weapons for Cersei, right? My hair is all over the place. I'm growing it out. It's getting long now. But I think that's a great question, Chris. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that, dude. Oh, my God. Catherine just made a $50 donation, everyone. Hype in the... And that's not just any $50. That's like $1,000 Canadian. 50 quid. Wow. Everyone get hype in the chat for Catherine. I want to see every single person that's here show her some love. Let's do that. Wow. You guys are crazy. Trust me, I need every bit of that. Hotel and flights. My butthole. My God. Sorry, everyone, but literally, my butthole is on fire. Really appreciate that. I'm really thirsty today. I've been taking, guys, I feel so, I've what, 12 pounds now? I'm feeling super good. I've been eating mostly vegan and vegetarian right now. I'm only eating meat once or twice a week. And I'm telling you, I might do it permanently. I might make the change. I'm barely eating any red meat, but I feel great. Been working out. I've been drinking chlorella and spirulina, which is a green supplement. I've been taking all vegan protein powder after my workouts. I've been working out. I'm actually running again for the first time. I've been doing jogs and running. I feel great, guys. And this is the healthiest I've been in a super long time. So I'm trying to slim down even more for Con of Thrones, though. You guys know. I got to get a little bit of a tan before I go, though. I'm super white, and I don't want to. Yeah, Johnny, something like that. Catherine, yeah. I love how everybody loves to spam the heart and fire emojis, by the way, in the chat. Man, I'm so thirsty today. By the way, everyone, we are doing a 2-year anniversary live stream on Sunday. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have Raise the Alba, another member of the Game of Thrones community. We're going to have Indie Geek. Gemma might be coming on, and George Sartiana. So we're going to have up to probably about 5 people. We're going to be, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have a little thing behind me. There's going to be snacks. I'm going to have some beers. I haven't been drinking that much. I got some low calorie beer, I know. But we're going to be hanging out on Sunday. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's a little late for your European folks and other folks. But what we're going to be doing is if you grab drinks and snacks, we're all going to hang out. We're going to talk about and celebrate my 2 years on YouTube. We're going to talk about Game of Thrones, Marvel, and all sorts of other stuff. So I already set up the live stream, so you guys can go set your notification bell for it. It's going to be on Sunday. 2 years on YouTube. Pretty crazy. For the first year, I didn't know I was doing it all. And then I realized I had an opportunity to do something pretty special with you guys. So now we're doing it. Hopefully we got a lot more years to go. And in announcement, I did say I was going to be doing Westworld and Marvel content. I literally don't know if I have enough time before Con of Thrones to fit in Westworld with the Marvel content. I'm fitting in 2-3 Marvel videos a week with my Game of Thrones videos. I know I said I was going to try to do that. I just don't know if I can, guys. With everything that's going on with Con of Thrones and trying to stay in shape and all of that, I really, really wish I could I could clone myself and make more videos. I just don't know if it's possible. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard, but I'm gonna try my best. I haven't even caught up to watching it. That's how busy I've been. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I set up the live stream, so if you go check on the channel, you could adjust accordingly to whatever your time is. But let's talk a little bit more about the Lannisters. Let's talk about Cersei Lannister. Nicola has a great question in chat, and he says, could Euron turn the Golden Company against Cersei? I don't think that's going to happen. I do think that they're going to go down fighting against Daenerys and Jon, or Battle of Blackwater 2.0, Theon and Euron, because I think there's going to be a 3-way battle in King's Landing, the final battle. Battle of Blackwater 2.0, the Valancourt Clegane Bowl stuff going on with like Arya, Jaime, Brienne. Then there's going to be Theon and the Golden Company and them. And all the like the big ship battle, and then there's going to be the Dance of Dragons 2.0, and I think that's all going to be going on at the same time. Yeah, you know what? I've already got a couple people helping me out behind the scenes a little bit, but I think it might be getting to the point where if you guys like want to write for the channel or something like that. Anyway, you guys want to help, I'm always going to be doing my own Game of Thrones content. That's something that I want to keep original. But if anybody wants to help out the channel, the thing is I can't pay anyone. You know what I mean? So if anybody wants to become on Team Azor Hype and you guys want to do that, you guys want to help out the channel, I'm all for it because I need all the help I can get. I'm like a one-man crew kind of right now. You know what I mean? But if anybody's interested in that, yeah. We're going to talk about Qyburn in a second. Preston, drop that donation. You're still on the wall. Hype, my man. If you want to donate, nominate someone else, certainly can. But I definitely think that the Golden Company is going to play a pretty big role. Harry Strickland is going to be in season 8 of the Game of Thrones. They cast him. We do know that we're not getting Aegon or Fagon from the books who's with the Golden Company. I don't know if they're going to try to spin that at all. I don't think there's enough time to do that. But Qyburn is going to do something crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's going to try to get his own dragon. But he was certainly curious about what was going on with the dead, right? And I think that he's going to play a bigger role than we think in Game of Thrones Season 8, because Game of Thrones Season 8 is going to have more of those supernatural elements going on. We got to remember that. They're going to try to tie everything up. And the more the seasons go on, the more it gets magical. And not just by magical awesome, but like, supernatural. Bye, Rough Girl. Thanks for coming to hang out. That's a bunch of different armies. I don't know. The battle of a bunch of armies. Yeah. Mama Ogre, do I think the Cersei's child could be the catalyst for the Valancourt prophecy? Like Jaime might be pissed if it's not true. You know what I mean? I can see Jaime taking her out. The more and more I think about it, the more I think Arya is going to take her out. Honestly, I would love Jaime to do it, but I don't know. Nick Hill on the wall. All right, we're doing that right now. Catherine has nominated Nick Hill and is going on the wall right meow. Let's do it. There we go. On the wall of hype. All right. Nick Hill is now on the wall of hype, everyone. Like I said, I try my best to rotate everyone so we can put new people on, and yeah. Yeah, Braun's another interesting one, right? Like, who the hell is he? Oh, my father's a nobody. You know what I mean? Him joking around like that. He could be something. He could be somebody more important. You know, there's been theories about him being a reign. You know, obviously the reigns of Castamere happened, but him being a reign, I don't know. That would be an extremely amazing long game if he played it. I don't think he is, but I just don't think, you know, I don't think we're ever going to get that answered, and I don't think it matters. Tinfoil Braun is the reign, yeah. My Jolly Sailor for the wall of hype. Let's put Jolly Sailor up on the wall of hype. I'm going to put it right beside you, Preston. There we go. Jolly, you're on the wall of hype. All right. Let's go back. There we go. Braun might be a Blackfire. Yeah, I don't think so. I think, see, those kind of theories are kind of crazy. I don't know about that. Braun being a Blackfire, that'd be interesting. I mean, he doesn't have the features, though. I mean, I don't know. Braun being a Blackfire, like a faceless man. Braun being a faceless man is like more convenient. I don't know, though. I don't think Braun is anyone special. Thank you, Kyle. I bless you, and my magical bless brings you luck to you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Nick Hill is awesome, I know. Nick Hill always has amazing stuff. What is Helen going on about in chat again? Make Jin great again. Varys is no Varys, if anyone is a Blackfire. Well, I mean, the theory is that Aegon in the books is Illyrio's son with Varys' sister, who's the last of the female Blackfire line. I think Braun is Braun and good at being Braun. I love that too. Me too. Wow, you guys are super generous. Like, well, we got a $50 donation, a $20, and another $10, and like 3 more twos. You guys are nuts, man. You guys are nuts. Love you guys. Varys is a merman? No. So back on track. Lannisters. So Cersei, what's going to happen with her? Valonqar prophecy is going to happen. She's going to die, right? Like, she's not going to survive the series. I just don't see it happening. What do we think about Cersei? Braun is just fan service and there to annoy Cersei. I don't think so. In the show, it's completely different than the books. But what do we think? What do we think about Cersei? Is she dying? Like, she's dying 100%, right? Chat, make some predictions. And the West, back to the Westworld thing for a second. If Con of Thrones wasn't when it was, and Westworld wasn't when it was, and I had more time, like, I feel like I would have to make a bunch of Westworld videos before even, doing Westworld videos. I don't know, though. I'm trying to pace myself before Game of Thrones Season 8. In my Patreon-only video, I'll explain what I'll be doing for the next month on the channel. Cersei's going to be the Night Queen? Okay, that's a way she can survive. Jaime is the Valonqar. Ed, we're going to talk about Theon in just a few minutes, Edward. Jaime will kill her and continue the Lannister line. I don't see another way. I think Jaime dies too, though. Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet's all over that. She is dying. I don't know. I think she will. I think she's a third act villain. Her and Euron are going to do some crazy stuff in the book, I think. I think her and Euron are going to team up in the books because Lorraine Waters stole her fleet in the books. So I think that Euron is going to he's gonna win Cersei's favor somehow. Let's talk a little bit about Jaime Lannister because he's the second best Azor Ahai candidate in my opinion, and I think that whether Cersei, I think Cersei is going to go Mad in King's Landing, much like the Mad King did. It's going to be a repeat scenario, and Jaime's going to see all the signs. I think they're going to have to sneak into King's Landing at some point because I think Cersei is actually going to close the gates to King's Landing. I think that that's going to happen. I think that she's not going to want to let people in. She's going to go paranoid and she's going to go crazy. I would love to see Jaime survive, but I think that the only way he gets the White Book fairy tale version of his story in that book is if he dies and does something heroic. I think he's going to do something crazy. I think he's going to light himself up with a wildfire bomb and blow up like half of the army of the dead. Hey, Amy, hype and love. Thank you so much. You want to nominate someone to go on the wall with hype, Amy? Let me know. Is Amy already on there? I took Amy off this morning. She had been up there for a couple weeks or a week or so. Maybe Jaime will close the gates of King's Landing and blow them up wildfire. That'd be interesting. Kind of like trapping them. Yeah, Jaime will save someone important. I think that, I mean, I always talk about this. Jaime, the last time he talked to Rhaegar, if we go back into the books, remember when he was having that dream? It's very Azor Ahai like dream. Azor Ahai, a very Azor Ahai like dream. And he talks about Tywin hurting Rhaegar's family, and and then Rhaegar wanted to call a council. He wanted to change things democratically within King's Landing. So I think that him being able to protect Jon, who is Rhaegar's trueborn heir, that's going to be crazy. Johnny be crazy? All right. Johnny be crazy. Let's put Johnny be crazy on the wall. Hype, everyone. Johnny B! There we go, my friend. You're on the wall of hype. All right, let's go back. This discussion. Johnny be crazy is really funny. Yeah, we got the Pod's Eye and Tripodric in the back. One of the many Tripodrics. Hey, Katrin, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Danny, Jaime, and Jon. All three have Azor Ahai like dreams. Yep. Jaime on the weirwood stump. Yep. Eduardo Blanco. He is a hero. I put Eduardo on there a couple times. He's awesome. No man is as accursed as a king's slayer. Yes. Yeah, and a lot of Jaime's story is we see a lot of these people, by the way, being portrayed as people that they aren't, right? Like we know that Jaime is just more than a kingslayer. Arya has had multiple personality, not multiple personality, but she's been perceived as multiple people. Jaime's being perceived as kingslayer. Jon's being perceived as a bastard. Tyrion's being perceived as a dwarf. These people, they're all going to have their own Azor Ahai like moments. And what it means is a transformation. They're reborn literally into someone completely different because of their life experience, right? You like the hair? I'll show everyone the hair. Sorry. My hair is getting really long. I'm trying to grow it out so I can like do Viking hair. So I can like shave the sides a little bit more and like, like when Jaime had his longer hair, I'm gonna try to grow it like that, but more like a little bit more Viking. But my hair is getting really long. It's like, I don't know. It's got coconut oil in it. I'm trying to get it all nice for Con of Thrones because I'm not sure if I want to go as Tormund and like slick it back or anything. We'll see. Hey, Catherine. Catherine says, Jude says for the hair. Catherine says, a place on the wall for anyone who can say when the only scene with Bronn and Cersei in the series. Oh, Nick Hill, you just got on the wall though. Nick Hill's trying to get on there twice. I look like a Viking, do I? I need to trim this beard up though. Got yours cut a year ago. It does grow fast, right? Jormungand? I believe the quote refers to Kingslayers, not Kinslayers, not Kingslayers. I love that. By the way, I love Jormund. Actually, let me show you guys something. Can you guys see this? Sent in by one of the lovely supporters of the channel. This is Jormungand, a Jormungand bracelet right here. A serpent that encircles the world. The Ouroboros. There's Jormungand. Can you see? Jormungand right here. I've got two of them. They're awesome. Like 25 centimeters per 6 weeks for hair growth. But yeah, Jormungand, awesome name, love it. We're going to be doing the Norse mythology panel. We're going to be talking about Jormungand at Con of Thrones. Really excited for that. Chrissy of Old Stones. I love all the I love how much all of you love each other, and then I love how all of you get hype and love when I do it too. It's like, you got to be the change you wish to see in the world. I kind of feel like you guys are a reflection of me, you know what I mean? But you guys give so much back to me. I'm a reflection of you guys too, love that. Love the Ouroboros and Jormungand. Yeah. By the way, Vikings is another great show. What does everybody think about the long hair, by the way? Should I keep on growing it out? Jamie the Night King Slayer? That'd be cool. I've seen you. Oh, get out of here, Christy. I've seen you. Gendry is definitely Cersei and Robert's trueborn son. I don't know. There's some people that have theories about that. Girls in the chat, should I keep on growing it out? Like, you know how Captain America looks like in the new Civil War trailer? Like that length, I'm thinking. Keep on growing out the long hair? Keep on growing it out? Okay. What's up, Mark? Nice to see you. Gendry is just Roberts? Yeah, I don't think Gendry is Cersei and Roberts. Grow it out. Everybody's saying grow out the hair. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, the beard does need to get trimmed a little bit. Like this needs to get shaped. All the girls said grow it out. Okay, all the ladies are saying grow it out. All right. So we'll get one last look at the hair. It's getting longer. But it's like, see, it like gets like super curly. But I'm thinking like I want to kind of do it like Nikolai's hair when his hair was long. It needs to get trimmed and stuff though. It does look healthy though, I'll tell you that. I do have the golden hair. The golden blonde hair of a Lannister. Grow it out, bro. I got some catching up to do. we got to interview Sir Hunt so we get to Con of Thrones, everyone. We got to do a little. We got to get Tripodric in the pod's eye. We got to get Sir Hunt in a vid. For show. I could be the son of Tormund and Brienne. I'd love that idea. I'm not much of a fighter though. I'm more of a lover. I need to get it like thinned out though, because like my hair is super thick. I wish I had times for I wish I had time for Viking and Westworld videos. Mark Sir Hunts will know about this. It's hard enough just doing Game of Thrones videos. It's hard enough. Like I'm trying to do Game of Thrones videos plus Marvel videos right now, and I'm just like pooped. I am pooped. I'm trying to not tire myself out before Con of Thrones. I need all that energy. Ah, Christine, it's okay that you're late. I forgive you. Yeah, no man bun for me. That's not happening. I'm so vain. Oh, get out of here. Okay, let's get back to some predictions. So Jaime Lannister, does he get what he wants written in the White Book by the end? Is that going to happen? Is that going to happen? Is Jaime going to get what he wants in the White Book? You have a strong belief that Lightbringer is Valyrian steel? Yeah, Jaime has that Azor High-like dream in the books, and that, like, him and Jon are like the two Azor Highs. Well, I mean, Daenerys is another one, but they're the three best candidates. Yes, by Brienne. Brienne's going to write it in there. Yes. So everybody agrees that Jaime is going to get what he wants in there. Gretty, what's up? He will die a hero. Okay. White Book will be destroyed by Dragonfire. Wow. That'd be sad. It'll be bittersweet. Yeah, I think it'll be bittersweet too. He has to die here. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Marianthe. Jon names Jaime Lord Commander of his Kingsguard. That's if Jaime survives, which I don't think is going to happen. Sherry, nice to see you. Are you swiping left? This isn't Tinder. Helen, aren't you like marrying a count? Like, aren't you like marrying like some super rich, handsome dude? Why are you like swiping me left? Come on. Just because I'm a hipster. Yeah, Mark is also very hype. You need a hero? I can be your hero, baby. Enrique Iglesias. How many people left? 6 people left after I started singing, so I'm not going to sing anymore. Jaime's going to help Jon and Dany kill the Night King by stabbing him behind in the back. Oh, I would love to see that. That would be amazing. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Keep growing the hair. Yeah, so I think that Jaime is going to be one, and he's going to have a full beard, by the way, in Game of Thrones season, which I'm super excited for. He's a handsome man. I think Nikolai's the best looking man in the show. Some people might not agree. I think he's the most handsome man in the show. He's got that jaw. He's got that jaw, that strong jaw. Valyrian steel spears. I don't know about spears. We're going to see more. I think we might see a crazy Valyrian steel weapon of some sort. Maybe we'll get a Valyrian steel bolt like Chris said earlier, Chris Weinberger. Jaime the hipster? No, I don't. Ryan, I don't want to see the Night King kill everyone in Westeros. That's terrible, man. Tina, are you agreeing with that? I don't. There's going to be no man bun, okay? Maybe Jaime will sacrifice his life saving Bran. Yes, I could see that possibly happening. Uh-oh, I'm gonna create a debate in chat because I know people like Kit Harington too. There's a lot of really good looking people on Game of Thrones, let's be honest. My favorite is Missandei. So, you know, I love the I like her eyes. Jaime once upon a time. My wife and daughters and granddaughters agree with you on Jaime. Okay. Khal Drogo is another one. Yeah, I know. Jason Momoa is the other one, right? Jaime is secretly Prince Charming from Shrek, says Smokeahontas. Gendry can make Valyrian steel armor for the Unsullied. I think the Unsullied and the Dothraki are going to get wiped out, by the way. Missandei is beautiful. Jack and Nagar is my Game of Thrones eye candy. They're everybody's beautiful in their own way. I truly do believe that, except for like people like Donald Trump. Preston Roach for having good taste in women. If you can find me a clone of Missandei and she likes to eat good food because I love to cook and she likes to laugh, you let me know. Her eyes. Okay, everyone knows I love the booty, okay? Like just I'll just throw it out there. I'm a booty guy, all right? I'm a booty guy. Not too big, but big enough. I like athletic girls. Nice legs and nice booty. I like nice legs and a nice booty. You're looking too, Preston. Ah! Okay, back to the chat, everyone. Anyways, we're gonna actually talk about Game of Thrones because this chat is getting a little bit sexy time. So Lannisters. How many of the Lannisters survive? Just Tyrion? That's it? Is that an agreement from everyone in chat? Grey Worm likes to eat too. Wow, what a comment. The truth does come out. I do like booty. It is what it is. Yeah. I'm not even gonna get into yoga pants. Oh, Pedro Pascal was the hottest. He's a good looking guy. So Jamie is the only one to survive? Wow. Who's the Lannisters are gonna survive? Is it gonna be any one of them? All of them get wiped out like the Rains? Tyrion will survive and he's a Targaryen. Okay. Tyrion will live. Okay. So we're thinking that the only Lannister that survives is Tyrion. Hot Pie could be the chef for the new king. I would love that. Tyrion? Okay. Jamie will end up raising Jon's baby. Whoa! I haven't heard that one before. Linda. Love it. Jamie will raise Jon Snow's baby? Wow. That's insane. That's a twist. We talked about Bronn being a Rain a little bit earlier. I don't think he is, but I think that's going to wrap it up for the Lannisters, everyone. Should we move on to the Greyjoys? We've got to talk about Euron, Theon. We got to talk about Yara because they're going to have a pretty big plot line in Game of Thrones season 8, I think. Everybody want to talk about some squid? Do we want to talk about the Greyjoys? Everybody's a secret Targaryen, Katrin says. Yeah. Beavercat, you are a bit late. It's cool, though. We've been going for about an hour. We still got about another half an hour to go. We're going to talk about some Greyjoys and some other peeps. We're going to talk about some Greyjoys and some other peeps. All right, so we want to talk about the Greyjoys. Who do we want to talk about first? I love Theon. I do not love Euron. Who do we think is going to survive from the Greyjoys? Is it going to be Yara? Is it going to be Theon? So I think Theon's going to have a story very similar to Torgon the Latecomer. If any of you have read The World of Ice and Fire and the history of the Greyjoys, Torgon Latecomer, basically what happened at the Kingsmoot in the show and in the books happened with Theon's plotline. So, like, we talk about these characters being reincarnations of characters that we've seen before, or George is retelling the story of certain legend that have already passed now in the present. Theon and Yara are gonna get married, or sorry, not married, are gonna survive. I think that Theon is actually gonna kill Euron. Yara will survive but have her tongue cut out. I could see Theon and Yara surviving. Theon can't procreate and Yara can, but she can't talk. So Theon's her voice and Yara produces the line to the Greyjoys. So they keep the Greyjoy line going. Victorion and Makorov, okay. Euron dies a psychopath death? Explain, Mia. Euron will die of the bloody flux? He's gonna, I mean, in the books, he's doing something really crazy, right? He's trying to become a god, essentially. I think that I know it's a pretty happy ending for the Iron Islands, but I think that they actually, I don't know if they'll stay on Pike. Maybe they'll move or something like that. But I think that Theon being Yara's voice and then Yara being able to procreate, I know it's a pretty happy ending, but I think that Euron's for sure gone. He's gonna die. So Theon has a bastard with the captain's daughter. You think? Euron book Euron is terrible. Theon and Jamie's arc is the same now. I disagree with that, but let me know where you're going with that one. Actually, I'm a bit confused. And by the way, I do have a bunch of bonus content coming up, everyone. I know most of you are in the chat, are patrons already, but if you do want to help me get to Call of Thrones or support the channel, by the way, everyone, you can become a Patreon on Patreon. I have early access to my scripts and my videos. I have also bonus content, like I'm uploading a Patreon-only video tonight, only for those members of Patreon. We have bonus episodes of the podcast from me and Gemma. And of course, if you do want to help me get to Con of Thrones, it is pretty expensive. I do have the link to the GoFundMe, the Con of Thrones GoFundMe in the description of this video. And if you can't donate me, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate your support as well. Sorry about the shameless plug, everyone. I just got to remind everyone that in the description of the video, I do have links there. What villain will live then? Good question. Good question on that one. The Maesters? That's kind of interesting. They're still going to be meddling in the background. Well, maybe in the books though, like Old Town, there's some fishy stuff going on in Old Town with the Ironborn, right? So, and we know that Jaqen is there, who is now Pate. He's appearing as Pate. All villains must die or be redeemed. Theon may marry Sansa. Whew, that'd be crazy. So you think Theon takes like kind of the Tyrion role? That'd be interesting. Cersei lives but rots away in a cell. Ooh. The wheel has to the wheel has to be broken, right? And it's going to be broken, no doubt about it. Euron's definitely going to fail. No question about that. I think that Euron's going to fail. Like, he's not going to become a god. And in the show, I'm definitely disappointed with where they're taking him. I don't know. I would have preferred Victarion, but it is what it is. I think that, you know, what would be, I mean, Euron, I mean, I think he might die by getting in the eye. That'd be pretty interesting. Getting an arrow in the eye from Theon. Is Theon going to get his bow skills back? We know that in the books, like his fingers are flayed and stuff like that, and he's really messed up. All the Greyjoys will die in the show. Very interesting. Pardon me. Euron is a twat in the show. I agree. Euron is a creep. Sorry, one sec, guys. I'm just going to reply to this text real quick. Okay, never mind. I'll reply to it after. Jaime and Theon in the beginning were villains but are trying to salvage their honor. Yeah, like a lot of people are trying to do that, right? We see a lot of people in their stories who are in completely different positions from where they started. And that's part of the whole hero's journey. I mean, we talk about it with Arya and Jon and Sandor and Jaime Lannister and Theon and Samwell and Bran. All of these characters are becoming different people that are going to be reborn. And that's why I talk about the Azor Ahai moment. You know what I mean? Multiple people are having these Azor Ahai transformations. Got done mowing the lawn with 6% battery remaining. Baba, thanks, man, for sticking around. I hope Euron loses his second eye in the books. I just hope he dies. Some sort of horrible death. So what do we think about the Greyjoys? Final predictions, everyone. Yara loses her tongue, then you think? I think Theon's going to do something really heroic. I mean, is the Ironborn Navy going to play a big part in the War for Dawn against the White Walkers? That's the thing that I've been thinking about. Yeah, in the books, he has Valyrian steel armor, and Jon Snow is definitely getting that. I don't think we'll see that in the show. Will we see a Kraken in season 8, Travis? I don't know, man. That's an interesting question. That's a lot of CGI. I don't think they're going to do Krakens in the show. Don't use all of your data, Mama Ogre. YouTube will drain that and you will pay a fortune. I've been there before. He kills himself after Yara's death. I don't think Theon's going to take the coward's way out anymore. He's not Reek anymore. Krakens will be in the books, maybe? Yeah, I mean, full-on Ragnarok is happening in the books. Full-on Ragnarok is happening in the books. Euron in the books is the embodiment of Cthulhu? Yeah, I think so too. Theon did get with the captain's daughter. Maybe he does have a little Theon out there. I'm not sure. It's going to be really interesting to see. Does anybody want the Greyjoys to survive? Yeah, we can barely get direwolves. Yeah, we need direwolves. Hashtag free ghost, everyone. There's going to be a lot of ghosts in Nymeria next season, I think. Hashtag free ghost. I'm going to spam this in the chat. Swipe right. What? What is this Tinder thing going on? Hey, nice to see you, Peter Griffin, in the chat. I absolutely love Vikings, Jude. Love the show. I'm a season behind or a season and a half behind, though. I'm not at the point where Ragnar is gone. Nymeria army. Theon could have a bastard. Okay, so most people want Theon to redeem himself, which is interesting. But some people really don't want the Greyjoys to survive, which is interesting enough. What about the Unsullied, everyone? Are the Unsullied going to get wiped out? Like the Unsullied and the Dothraki? Imagine the Night King having his own Dothraki blood riders. Like, how insane would that be? Hashtag donate for ghost scenes. Don't donate here, because that money is not going to make it to the show. Think the Unsullied will die? Yeah, you know, what if the Night King gets his own Unsullied or Dothraki screamers? My God, that'd be crazy, right? The Unsullied are going to get roasted by the Night King? Ooh. Small amount of Dothraki live then? Okay. Yeah, Grey Worm dying would suck. Grey Worm's going to die, though, I think. I think he's a goner. Dothraki in winter is just a bad idea, but like the Night King having Blood Riders, that'd be insane, right? Dothraki whites, ugh. I just, like, that would be crazy, right? If that happened. I think the Night King will get a hold of the Dothraki. I don't see them doing well in the cold. Yeah, I don't see them. I mean, them coming. Dothraki. Night King's army will be huge. Do you think Dorne will ever make it to the north? Good question. I don't know what's gonna happen with Dorne because obviously it got butchered in the show. Let's just straight up admit that. Um, I don't know. Good question. Because they're, I mean, are we assuming that their army is just with Daenerys? Or like they're gonna show like the Dornish army? I don't know. Are they gonna have someone succeed in Dorne? Because we're gonna have to figure all that stuff out with succession later on, right? Like it's gonna be, I don't know. Ghost riding a dragon mare. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Don't think we'll be seeing Dorne, Chrissy? Yeah, I actually really like Arianne in the books. Dorne may. I wonder if they have to go all the way back to Dorne. That'd be crazy. Imagine. And that's where they have to go. All the way south to Dorne. That'd be nuts. I think Dorne is done within the show. Yeah, they aren't bringing those characters. I mean, we aren't going to see Tyene definitely. I mean, they're locked in that dungeon. They're rotting away, right? In Illyria, they're not going to be back in the show. Board of Dorne, yeah. It's unfortunate, right? Like that's the thing. George keeps on expanding these books, and he has to. It gets more intricate, and that's why the books aren't out. You know how many plot lines this guy has to tie out? Man, that's insane. Dorne will freeze. Night King flies to Dorne. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. What about Braun? Braun's a really interesting character, right? Is he gonna survive the series? Is he gonna get his castle? Maybe he moves into Littlefinger's brothel. That'd be pretty interesting. What about Braun, everyone? What do we think about Braun? We're moving on from Dorne because for the show purpose, Dorne's it's not gonna happen. So Braun's gonna survive. Preston says yeah. Will Braun have a son named Tyrion? I don't think so, no. Braun better make it? Oh wow. People are think he'll survive? Okay. Give this man a wife and a castle? Are you doing in the Black Panther like Infinity War thing? Braun definitely survives. Okay. I think Braun will die in the first battle in the War for Dawn or die helping Jaime set wildfire in King's Landing. Very interesting. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that people think that, he's going to survive. Very interesting. Mary Anthony, welcome back. Bronn will take a sword for Jaime or Tyrion. Wow. And never get his castle. Bronn the White, watch out Lannisters. Damn. Guys, we don't want Bronn to die. Oh, we don't want Bronn to die. I'm getting so hungry right now. Oh my god. Bronn is like the roaches with Keith Richards. Oh my god, I love that. Chris Nova, you're going on the wall of hype for that comment. Really funny. Awesome. Ugh. go. We're back. I'm so hungry right now. My metabolism's been changing since I've been working out. And I'm hungry like all the time now. But I eat less crap, right? So I'm eating like veggies and stuff. Hey, glad the surgery went well, Wonder Dog. Nice to see you. Bronn will be king? Bronn will kill Viserion. Whoa, I would love to see that. Bronn will shoot down the White Dragon. I would love to see that. Think there's more to Bronn's backstory? Yeah. Skeletons of the Red Keep. He's had a lot of close calls, right? Like he almost sacrificed himself for Jaime last season. So what do we think? Bronn, final verdict, everyone. Does Bronn survive? I think he survives. In the show, at least. He might die in the books, maybe. $50-50. He has a reason to still be alive. His castle lives. Okay. I can deal with that. Die. Smokeahontas. I would like to see Tormund and Bronn interact. Yes. That would be amazing. Would I ever come to UK if Crown of Thrones comes here? I would 100% come in a second. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, though. I think it would be too expensive. And I think that a lot of people that are going to Crown of Thrones are American. So I think that it would be really difficult to put on the specific Crown of Thrones going in UK. But I think that if you know, here's how it is, guys. I'm going to explain this for you. The channel's been growing really, really well. I had a great month like as far as growth goes. Like we didn't have as much subscribers, but I feel like we're creating a great community here. And going to Con of Thrones is very expensive, and you guys have been super generous. Without you guys, I would not be able to go. So all of your donations to the GoFundMe, obviously super important to help with my flights and stuff like that. Super, super thankful for that. And obviously the Patreon, we had 40 patrons in January. Now we have 118. So the more people sign up for Patreon, the more stuff I'm able to do, right? Because I'm a smaller channel competing with some of the bigger channels. And until we get some more traction and I'm able to get more and more views to the channel and we're able to get more watch time and stuff like that, that's how I have to kind of compete, right? Now, my goal is to go to as many conventions as possible. 100% I am going to DragonCon later this year in Atlanta. Me and George went last year, and there was 87,000 people. Stan Lee was there. We got to interview Michael Rooker, who played Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy. I lost some of my footage, though, on my SD card, so that kind of sucks. So I wasn't able to upload it on the channel or anything. But I definitely do want to do more things. Now, Con of Thrones is first. 100% Con of Thrones in Dallas. I'm going to Con of Thrones end of May. I'm going there for a whole week. I'm going to be filming with Chai Podrick and the Pod's Eye, getting as much panel footage, interviews, interviewing fans, all of that. You guys will be seeing all of that. Later, we're going to go to DragonCon. That's in Atlanta, and we're going to try to cover Marvel stuff there too. Last year, they had Lena Headey, who plays Cersei. We had an exclusive interview there. We had press passes. She canceled like 3 hours or 4 hours after we booked our flights and hotels. So we kind of got screwed out of that one, but we're going to go back anyways because we had such a blast, whether we get press passes or not. We're trying to go to Comic-Con New York. We don't know if we can squeeze that one in because DragonCon is at the end of August, and then Comic-Con New York is at the start of October. That's a lot of money for flights and hotels and stuff like that. So I'm going to try my best to go to that one because there's a Funko Pop event like for that, because there's special Funko Pops and they might do Game of Thrones stuff, but we'll see. We'll see if we can do that. But my other goal is, depending on when Game of Thrones Season 8 starts, I don't know when they're going to announce it, I really, really do want to go over to Europe, and I want to go to Iceland or Croatia, and I want to film for you guys, man. Go to King's Landing, take my camera, go actually be where Game of Thrones has been filmed. I feel like I have to do that before Game of Thrones Season 8 starts. And And all of that is made possible by your donations in the super chat, guys, you watching videos, and of course, people joining on Patreon. I know I talk about Patreon all the time, and it seems like I'm trying to sell it all the time, but really, it matters that much to be able to go to events. Whether it's $1, you guys pledge $1 or $5 or $2, it all adds up in the end, right? Because I'm putting basically all the money that I get from donations from you guys and the GoFundMe and from Patreon right back into the channel, like new equipment and stuff like that, so I can keep on making better videos. But that's my explanation, because I get this question all the time, and it's hard to be really honest about it, because like it's a very personal thing, like how much money I make and whatever. I'm not rich, I'm not, but I'm really happy. It's not all about money, and I'm really, really, really happy that I'm here. 3 years ago, I had a broken back and wasn't able to walk. So now we're here, and we'll continue to work hard. Like I said, there's almost a full year until Game of Thrones Season 8. That'll be a big growth period for the channel. Obviously, the new Lord of the Rings show is going to come out, and there's going to be Game of Thrones prequels and stuff like that. When the books come out, we'll cover all the chapters in the books, The Winds of Winter and The Dream for Spring and stuff like that. But yeah. So I think that I hope you guys understand. I hope that's a good enough explanation for you guys. That's why I say join Patreon all the time, because it really does help that much. And like I said, I put the link to the Patreon in the description of this video, and even a $1 pledge really helps out. It adds up. Like if 20 people pledge $1, it really adds up. Preston, thank you so much for that donation. But that's how it works. But a year ago, we had 4,000 subscribers, and now we're almost at 20,000. We're at what 600 and some away from 20,000. Yeah, we're getting there. It takes time to do stuff, right? But like for me, to answer your question, long answer, would I ever go to UK if there was a con? Absolutely. But I would probably need some help to get there, just like I'm getting to Con Thrones, like flights and stuff like that. Like what I make from YouTube, I would have to I would need to start a GoFundMe. That's why I did the GoFundMe, because I literally need help for hotels and stuff like that. But to answer your question, yes. If there is a big convention or something like that, if I can stay at someone's house, that's even better. Those kind of accommodations, like from you guys and stuff like that. But I'm going to continue to try as hard as I can to grow the channel and go to more conventions and stuff like that, because I think that the biggest thing that I tell people, and this really means a lot to me, is George, who convinced me to go to Con Thrones last year, my friend George Sartiano, after I went to Con Thrones, it completely changed my life. Like after experiencing that, I had never been to a con ever, and I'm 31 years old, right? So for me, like going to these things and meeting people like you guys, and then obviously, getting Gemma to come down from UK, she's coming this year, and doing these kinds of interactions and stuff like that, like that's huge, right? And when I was younger, I tore my ACL, and then I went to college, and then I had to get surgery, and then I was working. I worked for like 10 years straight, and then I wasn't able to travel at all. And then I got to travel for the first time in like almost 2 decades last year. So now I got the travel bug, and so somebody get timed out. I think that was a mistake. I don't know what was going on in the chat with Jude there. Was that a mistake, Helena? I don't know. Anyways, I hope that makes sense, guys. That's why I'm so enthusiastic all the time, because like how I started my channel, like I started out in the comment section like you guys, you know what I mean? And then if you guys ever want to talk privately about starting your own channel or anything like that, or you're thinking about getting into it, do it. It's fun. It does take a lot of work, but yeah, I think that I consider myself really lucky, and there's going to be a lot of material to cover, whether it's Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones and all of that. So, but yeah, that's my explanation, guys. Like, if you can't support the channel, not everyone can, right? Like, and I totally understand that, which is, like whether you just like a video or you comment, just doesn't mean donations either. Like retweeting something on Twitter or sharing something, or like I do that all the time with other content creators too. You know what I mean? like History of Westeros or Mark or In Deep Geek and Gemma stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that's a good explanation for you guys. Went on a little bit long about that one, but you guys know how passionate I am about it. Well, that's really nice of you, Mama Ogre. There's other people like you that have said, hey, if you like come to Greece, like come here, like come to Croatia, and I wish it was just as easy and snap my fingers and I could just go to all these different places, like go to Iceland or go to Croatia. It takes planning and stuff like that, obviously, and money, which is the biggest, wish I had a money tree. That would make things a lot easier. But I think we're going to end it on a positive note today. A little bit of Con of Thrones news for you guys. The Con of Thrones schedule is out. All right. And really, really excited. We're going to be on 4 panels. Friday, we're on one panel with Lucifer Means Lightbringer and Gemma. Saturday, we're on another panel with Phil the Issues Guy, Gemma, and George, my friend George. And then we have 2 panels, the Citadel of Hype podcast with George on Sunday. We might have Serial Pharrell or Young Hodor join one of our panels on Saturday. Really excited for that. And just so all of you that didn't know earlier, I am doing a giveaway for 2 full weekend passes to Con of Thrones. You have to be subscribed to the channel, and how you enter the giveaway is in the description of this video. You have to email Azor Hype Media and tell me why you should be going to Con of Thrones and why you're hyped for Game of Thrones Season 8. But guys, thank you so much for all of your support. Really, really, really appreciate it. You come and hang out with me. Obviously, I appreciate all the donations and all of you that have hit that thumbs up button today. Thank you so much for that. Had a blast hanging out today. On Sunday, we're going to be doing another live stream. Tomorrow, we do have the Citadel of Hype podcast. Tomorrow or Saturday, I have to talk to Gemma. It's going to be on her channel. But this Sunday, we're going to be celebrating 2 years on YouTube. In Deep Geek, me, Raised to Alba, Gemma, and probably my friend George. We're going to have a panel of like 4 or 5 people. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some beers. We're going to have some snacks. Invite every single one of you to come hang out on Sunday. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. We're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk about Game of Thrones. And yeah, we're gonna hang out again and try to get to as many questions as you can and just have a blast. But thanks again, everyone. I got to go grab a bite to eat. And I'm going to see you on the next video tomorrow. I'm dropping a Davos video. So I'll see you all in the next video tomorrow. Hype and love.